Yo, what's going on guys, JBH here and welcome back to Monster Energy Supercross, the official video game, where today we are continuing on with our series here in the 450 series as well as the 250 East. It is the second race on the calendar for our sort of 2018 custom series. We're heading down to the beautiful state of Georgia in what is last year's Georgia Dome track in Atlanta. So unfortunately we don't get the brand new Mercedes-Benz Stadium, which is understandable because it's sort of brand new, and while they were creating this game it wasn't out at that point in time, but all the same should be just as fun and just as wild. So we're just about to head out for the first heat here in the 250 East Championship, and then we'll bring you the rest of the sort of schedule that follows that on what is the real, well, a replica of the real life nightly event schedule that they bring. So we'll be switching back and forth from the 450 and the 250 throughout the night. Should be a fun race, looking forward to it. Hope you guys enjoy. So without any further ado, we'll jump straight into this one.
Here comes another gate drop. This time, it will start the second 250 heat race of the day, where once again, only the first 9 riders will earn that highly coveted ticket straight to the main event.
Alright, here we go, the first heat of the day for us anyway, in the 250 East Championship. Now, we did qualify on the pole by what was like 3 seconds or something ridiculous. We have got the difficulty set to the hardest difficulty, but around here we seem to be on song, I must admit. Now, one thing between the first race that I did on this series versus this race is there has been a pretty large update that's come out to this game. For those that don't know, there was a pretty large amount of bugs and glitches and whatnot when this game was first released, so they fixed most of them now by the looks of it. But one thing they have done is increase the power of the 250 to the user, and I tell you what, it's like riding a 450 in what was their first round that we did. And yeah, so it's a lot easier to ride the 250 now. It's a lot more fun, but at the same time I don't know why the AI seems to be so slow. It's like gone from being, you know, what I thought was like a realistic difficulty to ridiculously easy. But anyway, that was just a qualifying session. We'll see if it carries on into the heats. As I said, we are off the, well, we did manage to pole it, so we do get the first gate choice, which of course I chose the first one on the inside. But yeah, we'll just have to see how we go. Alright, here we go. First heat of the night here in Atlanta. Let's get this thing off to a good start. Come on, focus. I didn't quite get the right start. Oh Jesus, top looks everywhere, come on. Oh, these starts are so sketchy in this game. Come on. Ended up short on a couple of jumps there. But we survived for the most part. Oh my god, no! Fuck! Get up, get up, get up, move. Over the handlebars. So that section right there, I cannot get right for the life of me. I don't know what I'm doing. I just cannot make that triple. It's a really awkward set of jumps. Fuck that up. Sideways through the whoops for the first time. Oh gosh, that was on the edge. Alright, so we're up into 4th. What? Never jumped that one. God, almost went through the top box. Come on. It's so hard to get into. Oh my god, I did the same thing again! What is wrong with me? Wow, that's it. I mean, it's just a really awkward final jump. Like, it just catches your rear. So the 250s anyway, no matter how far I lean back to try and get over it. It's alright, we've still got 2 minutes. We only need to come in the top 9 anyway. Oh shit, we just got taken out. Oh my gosh, that's 3 crashes in like 2 laps. All out. It's so hard to race with the AI on this game, I'm not gonna lie. And then triple done there. It's just this section, I cannot get this section right. Oh my god, I almost did it again. The thing is, if I come and try and like sort of double it and then just sort of work my way over the top of it, it just always ends up with me getting screwed over for the next of that sort of rhythm section. So I sort of have to just take the hit and come up short on that one jump, or else it screws me up for the rest. But 1 minute left here in Heat 1. Well, it's technically Heat 2, but we're calling it Heat 1 of the night. Squeeze! Working my starts is what I need to do. Oh, wow. Took the lead with that little effort. See, that's what I mean. If I try and just double it and then sink, like, I really need to somehow like slow the bike down. But you only get like 10 or so minutes of practice, so I don't really get much of a chance to perfect everything. Just getting the most important bits done. That's way over jumped, come on. And that short, fucking I'm riding like absolute shit today, I tell you what. Drifting. Oh my god! I'll tell you what, it's gonna, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna take me a while to get used to this update. Oh, where did I make it that time? Oh, just. They've just, this 250 bike is just so different to what it was 2 weeks ago. It's taking me a while to get used to. But I mean, still, we're in the lead by like, what, like 2 seconds? I mean, and this is on the hardest difficulty apparently. Fun and games winning, but not when you've got no competition. I mean, I've been down 3 times or 4 times now, and I'm still freaking in the lead by miles. Alright, last lap. Get it in the bag at this rate. See, I lean on the back so much to try and get it to not topple over on that jump, but it means I end up leaning back for the next one, which sends me flying into the top lots. Come on. Just get this thing to the finish. Oh shit, wow. Heaps loose before that. Where is the rest of the field? Like they, oh, they're there. God forbid I actually ride half decently. I'd hate to know where I finish in that case. But anyway, that is a victory in Heat 2, or technically Heat 1 for us. And now we're going to move over to the first of the 450 heats, sorry, I should say.
Who will be moving on to the main event.
Alright, so it was Mitchell Harrison second, Alex Martin third, Savachi fourth. Now, you may notice there's a couple of different riders that are, the riders are different in this 250 race than what we did in the last one. And that's because last year they raced Arlington on the 250 West calendar instead of this year it's on the 250 East. So we're running with the 250 East riders this week, as it should be. And yeah, so big names down there. Cincerulo way down in 9th. That's interesting. At least he just made it. All right, on to the 450s.
It's time now for the final 450 heat race. 4 more riders will transfer out of this heat straight to the main event. You want to get one of those highly coveted transfer spots locked in now, so you don't have to race your way through the semis.
Alright, 450 heat race for the night here in Atlanta. Now we've just finished qualifying. We did manage to put it on the pole. I have no idea how, but it seems to be this interesting, realistic, in quote marks, difficulty has carried on to the 450 during the update, so we polled it by about 2 seconds. It's not quite as much as what we polled the 250 by, but all in all, it's still a pretty decent run of things. So need to finish in the top 4 to transfer straight into the main event. Really don't want to go through the sort of semi-final again like what we did in Arlington. It's never fun going through that race. It seems to be just mayhem when you get to the sort of last chance races. But anyway, starting off first, as you saw, selected the inside gate choice. Now Dungey is in second in our heat, Millsaps, Anderson, Webb, Baggett. So definitely a star-studded field here in the second heat of the 450s. Alright, here we go. Oh, what a start. That reaction time in there. Overshot turn lock. Stuff lock. Got a decent run through the first section. A bit long, come on. Oh, come on, Joseph, focus. Oh, what is the sand section? No. Still cannot get over the speed difference between the 450 and 250. Is just insane. It's so hard to go between both categories because you completely change your throttle points and gear change points and whatnot. Oh, there's a bit of a shock. If I can quad that little section there, boom, that's like 3 or 4 seconds on the field. That's not, fucking idiot. 3 or 4 seconds less on the field. Still a gap, so that was short. May just be me, but I definitely feel like the power has been upped quite significantly, which is good because I really wanted that to be updated in that first sort of patch that they came out with. Oh, here we go. Oh, very nice. And like, that's the line right there. That's not. Fuck. Why is it whenever I get something dead right, I always fuck it up too quick? I don't know. may just be this track. Maybe Atlanta's just ridiculously easy on this game, but for me, I'm finding it more difficult than Arlington on this road. Even though we're much quicker. I guess we'll find out in the next round whether it's the update that slowed down the AI or whether it's just this track we're on. Joseph second, you retard. That section is so pointless. They may as well not even have a track there. Oh wow, out of shape. Try the tight line through going into the whoops, that's never a good idea. Alright, final lap now, heat 1. Heat race, I should say. Actually, heat 2. But if we just finish this lap, we've got 4 seconds to second. Into the main event straight off the bat. We're going to have to go through maybe that second chance. Shit. Oh, maybe. Hold on. Oh my god. It's like a really finite sort of groove that you have to follow, and it's so much harder with what I think is a higher powered sort of update. But anyway, easy win first heat, nothing to be too proud of. It's just the AI is just ridiculously easy,
for the second 450
and we have got it set to the hardest. So
will have the opportunity to move
Dungey just made it in
to the main event.
Engelbart
While the rest of the field
give
will be
away
back on the
third.
track soon, battling it out in the semi.
Wow, Millsaps fell all the way down to 17th. Alright, moving on to the main event now for the 250 East, and then straight to the main event for the 450. So getting through it quick today.
Because of the famed Georgia Red clay here in the Peach State, the Georgia Dome in Atlanta is well known for some of the wildest finishes in Monster Energy AMA Supercross and FIM World Championship history. Tonight should be no different. The revs are coming up. Here comes the gate drop.
Alright, here we go. Main event time in the 250 East Championship. We are starting off the pole.
He is definitely the favorite. Let's see if he can capitalize on that energy and get the win.
Let's get this thing done. Alright, now it's just going to be whether I can get a better start than the heat race. The heat race was shocking. Fucking hell. Alright. 22 riders. Final race for the 250s tonight.
Here we go.
Come on. I want this win. Oh, that's a good start. Come on. Long shot. Yes. Oh my god, that's the fucking... I swear to god, that jump's gonna be the death of me. I mean, there's really no way around it without, like, singling it the whole way through there. Oh, perfect start as well. Harrison in the lead, try and chase him down. Get this Yamaha Yamaha up there. Yamaha. America. Oh no, it's gonna be short. Shit. Almost died again. Oh, fucking hell, landed on top of me. I forgot they take a different sort of rhythm through there than what we do. It's alright, still got ages left. Oh god, it's way too far. Wow, I can't believe I am still somehow in second. I'm riding so badly today in the 250. What is wrong with me? Go back to the drawing board on this one. This track is so much harder than Arlington. Arlington was all sort of set out for you in a nice... Oh, we make it that time? Yes, we did. God for that. Killing the AI through there. I get it right, that is. Right. I'm done. Squeeze. And the crowd goes wild. Oh my god. Keep coming up short there. Oh, the whoop section is just priceless. Made that quad, fuck. Should be able to make that in the final at least for the 450s. Let's hopefully get away. It's so quiet. I'm so used to not having any other riders around me. I mean, look, that's second place back there. Seriously, oh my god, wow. See, I'm still falling down and I'm miles ahead. They seriously need to fix the difficulty on this game. Unless they've added in some like harder difficulty that I don't know of, but... Just cock that one up too. Oh, it's because I'm at first. Jesus Christ, come on, Joseph. Sunday ride right here. Oh my god, it was a Sunday ride until I made it completely and entirely unrealistic. Oh my god. Bro, this is making me cringe how bad I'm riding right now. Alright, 3.5 minutes left. Got a 13-second. We're going to start lapping people here in a second. I'll tell you why. I can't wait to watch the real life race. That Mercedes-Benz, I don't know if it's a Superdome or what Mercedes-Benz Dome, I don't know what they call it. I know my NFL team, the Saints, it's a Mercedes-Benz Superdome, so I know it's not called that because they've got kind of two stadiums within a couple hundred miles with the same name, but boy does it look cool, I must admit. It's one of the coolest stadiums you'll ever see. So I can't imagine having Monster Energy Supercross in there, that would be sick. Anyway, we're starting to lap the tail end of the 250 East field. So just remember this is half race distance, so this is what I thought. Oh my god. I should really stop talking. She ride half decent for once. But yeah, no, this is half race distance. What is the sort of, I think they run 20-minute main events in real life. So it's about a 10-minute race for the main event here on the official video game. Yeah, you have to excuse my lack of motocross / supercross lingo. Wow, cowboy in the Stargate. Look back on the track, what he's thinking. Sometimes this game likes to go full retard with the top box, so just have to endure it. Oh my god, hit. Laps under our belt, which don't look full retard. Don't look full retard. Where's the blue flags? Blue flags. Blue flags. Section right, but that section's easy. It's this section that we can't get right. Oh my god, if I can get one race this week without making myself look like a complete fucking idiot, that'd be, oh my crazy thing is we still have a not even that 20-second lead. And that's it. Wow, I didn't even realize it was the last lap. They should really notify you on that shit. Anyway, that is... Well, I mean, I would usually celebrate if I got a victory on something,
what a great main event. The riders really had to push the limits to make the podium. Let's take a look at the 250 results while the riders debrief with their teams.
They really need to, like, up the realistic difficulty. I don't know what they've done to the difficulty here, but... Alright. Oh well. So... Cianciarulo all the way down in 15th. Savacci down in 10th. Martin down in 8th. So Osborne 4th and Harrison in 2nd. Only real person to put any sort of challenge on was Harrison today, so Yamaha top 3. I like the look of that. Alright guys, on to the 450 main event.
Because of the famed Georgia red clay here in the Peach State, the Georgia Dome in Atlanta is well known for some of the wildest finishes in Monster Energy AMA Supercross and FIM World Championship history. Tonight should be no different. The revs are coming up. Here comes the gate drop. He has the speed and is definitely the one to beat, but can he handle being in the spotlight and the pressure?
We'll find out. Alright, here we go. Select that. Oh, that tough block totally just didn't disappear into the ground. Alright, so it's going to be us from Roxon, Engelhart, Seeley, Webb, Morse. I can never say his name. Muscan. Oh my gosh, I watched this series week in, week out, and I can still never pronounce his name. I'll get it right eventually. Anyway, Dungey, Chad Reed, all the way up in 8th. It's good to see him up here. Anderson, Wilson, Millsap, Stewart, Baggett, Tickle, Weimer, Barsha, Brayton, Cannard, Peck, Porcel, Frizzy, and Lacey. Alright, here we go. Final event of the night. It's the main event for the 450. Let's get this thing done.
Get ready. The gate is about to drop. Here we go.
Oh, I'm going to get this start here. Don't overshoot. Oh wow, I got pushed into the tough block. Okay, this is not the start we wanted. Gosh, we're on top of someone. Come on. Somehow ended up back on the track. I'm still on top of people. Come on. Sorry. Excuse me. So we managed to somehow get almost back up into the top 10 after falling all the way down to last. I just got forced into the tough blocks there on the inside. So the AI just have no idea what they're doing through these rhythm sections. Hopefully they fix it. That's why I'm starting to think maybe it's just this track. Look at that dungeon, it's just all over the spot. Dungey would not approve. Just the pure acceleration since the update for me seems so much like greater. We have some work to do, but we have 8 minutes to do it, so that's the main thing. Make that Focused so hard on not landing on anyone, I went straight over the jump. Yeah, here we go. Whoops, right, so we're up into 7th. Way to go. This is exactly why I wanted a good start. I did not want to get put back in the pack. Get that quad, nice. Rocks in the way. Actually, I think he's injured in real life right now, unfortunately. So he's been my favourite rider for the last couple of years. But well, he'll be back as they always are. Miles back to freaking 3rd just through that triple section. Ah, fuck's sake. Tagged from behind by Sealy. Get back on the fucking racetrack. Start of that section and I can never get back in a rhythm. Well, that's how much time you lose. God, should be winning this lead. 3.5 minutes left. Is that Chad Reed in the lead? What? No. No, that does not happen. Not in this century. I mean, not in this decade. fuck's sake, we landed on top. Wow. Continuing to get screwed over. This has just not been our final since the first freaking corner. Cannot seem to get any luck. Scan. Come on. Cooperate. Please. Set. Wow, that is just ridiculous. I get the quad there, fuck. That's alright. Yeah. 2 laps left. Have to wait and look. Still got plenty of time. Up to 4th. Tough block scenarios, come on. Back up, silly. Oh my god, almost went out the handlebars. Come on. Section. Oh, that was a good run through there. Come on. Chattery is just up there. Oh, wow. Thank you, Anderson. See that screwed out whole section through here. Oh, wow. That was the final lap. Damn it, I didn't realise it was 5. I thought we'd have 2 left. Damn. God, we should have won that race. 1 more lap and I think we would have had it. Just got screwed over by Anderson there on the second to last straight. Well, there we have it, lads. That is the end of Atlanta. Chad Reed with the win. Oh, how I wish we could see that in real life.
Look at the final results.
So we still managed to snag second though on that last lap. Webb in third, Anderson 4th, Seeley, Muscan, Dungy, Roxon, Wilson, Millsaps. So Millsaps went all the way from the back up to 10th. Barsha all the way down in 18th, Stewart all the way down in 19th. All in all though, that was a pretty fun race. We dropped all the way to dead last. And to come all the way through the field, so just trying to see what happened on that. Yeah, we just got turned into the tough blocks. I'm trying to go back to... How do I hide the... Okay. I've never actually looked at this game from the outside view. Well, of course, there's us, freaking not even on the racetrack. Still on top of people. Oh my god, this is embarrassing. You know, I can't even watch this. Still killing poor souls. so good through the woods, and that first section. This track was just ours to lose, and sure enough, we lost it. I mean, we still got a third, so I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, such a shame though. Oh well, it is what it is. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next week with
what a great race.
The next round.
That 450 main event was epic. The adrenaline was pumping with the riders, and the fans were on their feet the whole race. While we catch our breath, let's check the final results.
It's going to be fun. It's a track I've been to in real life as well, so it'll be interesting to see how they've modelled it here on the game. Alright, so that was the event results. Let's see where we are in the championship.
That race was absolutely crazy. They definitely gave it their all.
There's the man, Chad Reed. It's so awesome to see him on the top of the podium. I wish that we could see that one day again in real life. But anyway, here is the points. So after the second round of our custom championship thing, those that didn't know, we started now instead of restarting the whole championship. So we started in week 7, I think it was, or round 7. So after the first 2 rounds, we are sitting 5th. We're only 5 points away from Webb in the lead. Chad Reed's now shot up to 3rd. So gained a couple of spots, which is alright. I think we finished 8th at Arlington, so pretty good way to bounce back from that round. See there, Dungy all the way down in 6th. For him, that's uncharted territory, so it'll be interesting to see how the one bike KTM thing comes back through the field at the end of the year. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. It hasn't been the most realistic of races, but for the most part it's been really fun, and I hope you guys did enjoy it. Alright guys, stay tuned. We're going to have plenty more NBA, NHL and FIFA action throughout the week, and until next time, I will catch you later.